Hello, everyone, and welcome to our session entitled AI-Enabled Medical Platforms and the Partnership for Delivery. I'm James Shields with Dedicated Computing, and I'm joined by Rupali Deshpande from Nvidia. She's a global partner manager for medical instruments. Hi, Rupali, thanks for joining.
Hey, James, thank you.
So I'm sure you share my excitement for GTC and everything that's going on.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's really busy, but it's so exciting. There are so many great sessions on healthcare and there's so much to learn. So yeah, looking forward.
No, absolutely. And one thing we don't want to take this time and dive into all the advancements going on around the world of GPUs, and Dedicated is definitely proud to be part of that. So Dedicated Computing, we have over 40 years of history partnering with some of the top OEMs in the life science fields of genomics, proteomics, bioinformatics, the industrial automation companies that we work with around pharmaceutical processing of water, wastewater, and infrastructure networks, robotics. There's also in the military and government areas of flight, military communications, also training of pilots. There's also training for medical professionals. And then one of the areas we want to talk about today is healthcare, something that affects every single one of us, either directly or indirectly. And it's really the advancements that we're looking to support with compute platforms, really around the diagnosis and treatments of human diseases, illnesses, and injuries. And disease diagnostic instruments in clinical and laboratory environments, surgical technologies, patient monitoring. And one of the areas we want to dive deeper today is medical imaging. So if you look at the advancements in technology, not only are these instruments such as X-rays, MRIs, CTs, and ultrasound, not only are they processing more images, but each image has much higher resolution. So now you just have more and more data that's available to be processed, and there's huge advantages to that. And the way to take advantage of that is with artificial intelligence. And these instruments that we're going to dive deeper into and the benefits of artificial intelligence, it's really about improving the accuracy, processing the caseloads, augmenting the diagnostics and quality, and looking for potential improvements in diagnostics accuracy. So with that, I'd like to hand it over to Rupali, and she's going to dive deeper into what Nvidia is doing around the AI enablement.
Hey, thank you, James. Okay, so you all know that AI is a huge revolution in every industry, right? But it holds a very special importance, especially in the healthcare industry, because here AI can actually help save human lives. I mean, by detecting diseases early. I mean, just imagine, in some remote countries like Africa, where, the access to radiologists and to doctors and physicians is a little scarce. That's where AI can actually step in and help diagnose diseases accurately and early. So that's why we say that AI is really, it's incredibly important, especially for healthcare, because it's really helping us save human lives. Now, with this whole AI evolution, the huge challenge that the industry is facing is how this amazing AI superpower can be adopted into the healthcare industry. So to address this challenge, we as Nvidia have come up with our Nvidia Clara software platform, which is basically an end-to-end application framework specifically for healthcare. So the whole intent of Nvidia Clara is, how do we make this AI superpower easily adaptable to the healthcare industry? So under Nvidia Clara, we have SDKs, reference applications, resources, toolkits, which can give developers a starting point to start their application development process. So let me give you a quick example about the radiology workflow. which is basically, which basically starts from, gathering the data, then annotating that data, and then using that data to train the network. So all of this can be done using our Clara Train SDK. And once the model is trained, it can be deployed using our Clara Deploy SDK, either on scanners, on servers, on workstations, or even on smart medical devices by using our Clara AGX SDK. So let me give you a few examples on, that what are some of the Clara features, that developers can actually, use or leverage for their application development process. So let me start by, one of the first and interesting features, which is the pre-trained models. So what we have done is we have already trained the model using the right amount of data set, and these models include like brain tumor segmentation, liver tumor segmentation, or even COVID-19 models. So what developers can do is they can just download these pre-trained models, retrain it or tweak it with their own data set, and they can just deploy it in their environment. So with this, they do not have to worry about gathering the right data set or training the model from scratch. They can just download these pre-trained models and just quickly get started, which saves them a lot of time and resources. Another interesting feature is AI assisted annotation. So in this, the AI workflow, one of the most crucial things is data annotation or data labeling. And it is extremely critical, especially for the medical data, because here you are actually labeling cancerous cells. You are labeling human organs, which really needs to be done by a radiologist or by an expert. So today companies are actually paying radiologists to do data annotation. So what we have done is we have created this AI algorithm where we have trained the AI to do data annotation. So developers can just download this feature and they can leverage to annotate their own data. So which again saves them with a lot of time and resources. Next interesting feature is specifically for the workflows like AI assisted surgeries or radiation oncology, where there is a video stream involved. So we have SDKs like DeepStream, which help implement AI on these live video streams, and at the same time help optimize the end-to-end workflow by optimizing the encode decode or deploying these workflows on the edge or on the cloud. Now all these features are extremely critical for AI assisted surgeries, where the surgeon is being guided through these videos on things like where to drill, where to look, what to avoid, and all these. So these SDKs play a very crucial role in optimizing these workflows. And then we have our deployment frameworks where you can deploy these AI algorithms at the edge, on the medical instruments, or on the cloud. And basically you can seamlessly deploy it on any of the devices, whether it is for the reconstruction purposes, whether it is for the inferencing purposes, or any of the AI applications at the edge. Now again, what really matters specifically for instruments is inferencing, because training really happens in the data center, but what happens on the instruments or on the edge is really the inferencing. And it's the accuracy and the speed which are extremely crucial and critical, for inferencing. And hence we have created our Tencerati platform to optimize this inferencing process to bring that accuracy and speed. And with our new Ampere GPUs, we have included some in-date optimizations which help improve the inferencing or take the inferencing performance to absolutely to the next level. And the beautiful part is, Tencerati can be integrated with any of the AI application frameworks available. So whether you have implemented your, trained your AI algorithm on TensorFlow or PyTorch or Caffe, any of the frameworks, it can be seamlessly integrated, with Tencerati. So that's another important part. Now, another big challenge with inferencing is when you have multiple AI algorithms running at the edge, the challenge becomes that, how do you maintain that same speed and accuracy? And to address this particular challenge, we have come up with the Triton Inference Server, which is our software platform, which helps quickly deploy and manage multiple AI algorithms on multiple GPUs or even on multiple nodes. And again, the beautiful part here is that Triton can be implemented on CPUs as well. So now let me quickly summarize how we are accelerating the world of instruments. So first is, of course, the hardware. GPUs are the backbone. So we have GPUs ranging from the data center, which are which are extremely powerful and which are like very high performing GPUs for workflows like high performance computing or for AI training, to the GPUs that can be deployed on the edge, which are of the smaller form factor, low power, which can be implemented, inside smallest of the instruments or even in smart cameras. But then just having a great hardware is not enough. I mean, if you really want the hardware to perform efficiently, you need to have a really good, software platform. And hence we have come up with Nvidia Clara, which is our software platform specifically for healthcare, which includes tools and resources to develop or adopt AI applications for workflows like AI training or endoscopy or reconstruction. So this is basically our software toolkit, which helps developers quickly develop AI applications for healthcare. Now again, we as NVIDIA, just having great technologies is not enough. For us, our challenge is how do we take these technologies to our customers, to every doctor out there, to every physician out there, to every research institute out there. So that's where our partner ecosystem plays an extremely crucial role. So we have our inception partners, which are basically our AI healthcare startups. Then we have hospitals, research institutes, software partners, and the most important ones are our solution partners like Dedicated. So we work with, so I'm incredibly proud about Dedicated and NVIDIA partnership, where we have created some joint solution to address some of the critical use cases, helping optimize the workflows, whether it is for inferencing or whether it is for disease detection, or any of the new use cases. So with this, I would like to hand it over to James, where he's going to walk us through a very interesting use case or a workflow, with a customer named DocBot, who have implemented AI-assisted colonoscopy on NVIDIA GPUs. So over to you, James, to walk us through this amazing workflow.
Rupali, thank you very much. As you mentioned, it really is everything we're doing at Dedicated NVIDIA. The technology is great, but it's really about solving some of these world's most important challenges. And you really look at one of the things that affects millions of people is colon cancer. And not many people know, but it is the second leading cause of cancer deaths for men, and that's just in the U.S. And so it is something that many companies, doctors, physicians, we're all looking to find a cure. And really, it's also about the detection on the front end. And that's where DocBot's AI algorithm is looking to take the adenoma detection rate and increase that rate. Currently, it's about 50% of detections in the screening age for men. But really, that detection rate varies widely. It goes as low as 7%. Even the best doctors can miss a polyp in 20% of their patients. So really, that's what DocBot's looking to do, is bring some assistance to the doctors and physicians as they're doing the colonoscopies, just to give them that added assistance to locate these polyps. Because really, every increase in the ADR by 1%, lowers the risk of cancer by 3 to 6%. And the DocBot system today is seeing about a 17% increase in the ADR. And so it is DocBot's goal, along with all of us, to increase the ADR by limiting this inter-user variability and giving the doctors and physicians that just added assistance. So DocBot has access to tens of thousands of images, and as Rupali was talking about, on the inferencing, the speed and accuracy is really where the artificial intelligence, taking the Nvidia GPU processing these images at 98 images per second. That's 10 milliseconds per image. So it's really this real-time processing that the doctors and physicians today, you can see some images on the left. Those are the actual colonoscopy images that the doctors are used to seeing. But you can see the couple squares there. That's what the DocBot system is highlighting as the doctor's going through and doing the colonoscopy, so they can know, do they need to go back? Do they need to like look at an area a little different, maybe a different angle with the camera? So it really is this added assistance that the DocBot system, and really the power of AI is helping these doctors and physicians and technicians. So it's the combination of the compute power from dedicated computing, and really at the heart of the system is the Nvidia RTX GPU. Those together with the experience and the algorithm that and the images that DocBot has developed, the three of those together has brought this system for hopefully to eliminate cancer altogether. And it's not just the cancer treatment, there's also a cost factor here. So one thing that the DocBot system is doing, again, not too many people know that $1 billion annually is spent on biopsies, and 80% of those are negative, which means unnecessary. So the DocBot system is really looking to diagnose and leave through their AI processing, and really giving that assistance to the doctors rather than cut and discard. So if you look at the dedicated computing power of our solution, along with Nvidia's RTX GPU, DocBot's goal is to increase ADR and hopefully eliminate cancer altogether, something we all think very, very important. So thank you for your time today. If you need any more information from dedicated computing, please reach out to me. You can also see our website. And Rupali is also available from Nvidia if you have any more questions around the medical instruments and all the advances they're doing. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you, and have a great GTC. Bye.